We're on our independent for practice problems, so what do we need to do? Well, these are all adding fractions with the same denominator. So remember, when I add fractions, I add the numerators first. So numerators are those top numbers, and then I leave the denominators the same. So we have 5 plus 1 is 6, and denominators to the same for 8. But now I think whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. I need to think, what can I divide the numerator by and the denominator by? Well, I can divide them both by 2, which means this becomes 3/4. Same thing down here for number 2. 1 plus 3 is 4. Denominators are the same, so 4/4. And what do I know? Well, I know 4/4 is the same as 1 whole. So this next one, though, number 3, is a little bit different because it's broken up in the opposite direction. So here they're giving me the answer, and I need to figure out what 3 numbers I can add to equal 4/6. So what would that be? Well, that could be 1/6 plus 1/6. That'd give me 2/6, but I need to get to 4/6. So 2/6. And just to check, that would be 1 plus 1 plus 2, which all that does equal 4, which I see over here. For my next one, we have 11/10 plus 11/10, so I add those numerators together. That's 22/10. And now I need to simplify it. But there's 2 ways. This is a improper fraction. That top number is bigger than the bottom number. So I can either make my mixed number now, or I can simplify it. So I'm going to make my mixed number first. So I have 2 groups of 10 hidden in 22. So 2 groups of 10 means I have 2 wholes hidden. And then 2 groups of 10 is 20. And I'm going to take away 20 from 22. So that would be 2/10. Another way to get that is I have 22 over 10s, take away 10/10, take away 10/10. So here I'm left with 2/10, and these 2 things are 2 wholes. So that would be 2 wholes left. And I'm taking away those 2 wholes right here. But now I need to simplify this 2/10. So what can I divide 2/10 by? What can I divide the numerator and denominator by? I can divide it by 2. So that's going to be 2 over 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So my final answer would be 2 1/5. Okay, my last one, I'm going to delete this work down here just so I have more room. 1/5 plus 2/5 plus 4/5 plus 5/5. Well, I know 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. And then what do I notice about this? Well, I notice that's 1 whole already. So let's check. So I have 1 whole plus 7/5. Well, I know 7/5 has a whole hidden in it because I can take away 1 whole. And I'm left with 2/5. So I have 2/5 left over. There is 1 whole hidden in here, so that's 1 whole and 2/5. So what is 1 whole plus 1 whole? Well, that's 2 wholes. So my final answer is 2 wholes and 2/5.